Hey family, welcome back to Stock Up. Listen, for those of you that's new to the page, you just subscribe right now because everybody that's new, they always say, I wish I had already been here because we talk about the hype stock, yes, but we talk about stock that no one else is talking about, right? But I want to tell you guys some important stuff that we're into this season in the stock market. I know there's a lot of new people here, but a lot of new people are making a lot of money. This is what I need for my family to do. I want you to post the stock that I've suggested to you. Post how much, I don't care if it's 5 different stock, post them all and talk about your gains. Talk about how much money you've made because a lot of new people are coming on and they're saying, hey, you're talking about this stock and it's already run up. And what they don't understand is some of these stocks I talked about weeks and months ago. And so they're just a little late to the party. But those of you that just joined, hey, welcome to the family. We want you guys to make money too. But we talk about more than just making money. We talk about having a millionaire mindset, but we also talk about keeping your gains and not just investing, but not just trading, but investing for long term. We're not trying to get rich here. We're trying to create wealth, right? Rich people are like the people that win the lottery and they're broke in 3 years. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to be wealthy. We want our kids and our kids' kids to be wealthy. We want to create generational wealth. So that's what we're trying to do here, right? I just wanted to go over that and talk about a couple of things. So let me tell you something that's extremely important. I have a playlist already created for you guys, and it says stock set to explode now till 2021. Make sure you go to my page. If you're just seeing this on YouTube, make sure you're on my home page and look up that playlist, stock set to explode till 2021, because those stocks still have a lot of headroom. They're still great stock, right? And it's not just EVs, it's not just SPACs. EVs are electric vehicles and SPACs are special purpose acquisition companies. It's not just those, because everything you're hearing about now with these kids on YouTube just yelling at you, oh, look at this, is a hard stock. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. But we want you to be long-term rich. And we want you to be good investors. So here, I don't just try to just feed you fish. I teach you how to fish and how to research, and I explain why, right? So I'm going to talk about trailing stop loss. And here's why. And I know some of you guys are real nervous about the trailing stop loss. But listen to your uncle, your nephew, your brother, your son. Listen to me. A trailing stop loss, I want you to go to any chart and pull up any stock and look at March 1st and then look at April 1st. And you'll see that there was a lot of stock that fell by 30, 60, 100%. These stock tanked, right? I'm not saying that that's about to happen. I'm saying that we're at the end of the year. This is profit-taking season. For those of you that don't know, this is profit-taking season. So here's what I want you to do with the trailing stop loss, right? Let me explain it. Let me, for those of you that are nervous, let me walk you through it. I got you. All right. So I understand that it makes you nervous. It could be a nerve-wracking thing. But is it better for you to lose your gains than to have all of your stock sold, but you've got gains, right? I got a friend, Ron, 5 months ago. He sat in my kitchen, and I says, we're opening up you a trading account, and you are going to start trading. And I want him to comment. I think he's made $60,000 already. All right, he put a nice piece of change in. He's made $60,000. And you know what? He made a mistake on the first time he set the stop loss. And you know what? Now that stop loss has become his best friends, because remember, I told you guys, there's more than one way to trade, right? There's more than one strategy. So he keeps popping these stock and getting back in them, and he's making a killing doing that, right? I'm not telling you guys to do that. All right. So Ron, if you hear me, I want you to make a comment. I'll find it and I'll pin it to the top. You let us know how much you made this year. But I want to tell you this. Hear me real good. If you have a stock and you got 80% gains, right? Why not limit? I would set a trailing stop loss at 15%, you know, or let's say you set it at 20%, right? Now you still have a 60% gain. If the stock market tanks, it will sell your stock with the 60% gains in there, right? And here's the thing I want you to understand. You don't have to use a percentage on the trailing stop loss. You can actually use a dollar amount, all right? I am going to eventually I made a video on a trailing stop loss. I'm going to make one with just that on it. So maybe I could just have that just play at the end, right? So let me explain this. We're at the end of the year. People are going to lock in their profits on stocks, and they're going to lock in their losses. They're balancing their book. They're balancing their, I was going to say checkbooks, but they're balancing their finances, so they're getting prepared to take it for taxes, right? So that's what they're doing right now. And then what a lot of people do is they do profit taking. So when you got profit taking going on with all of these different companies, it causes the stock to come down. And you thinking that the sky is falling, now your Neo, your Tesla, whatever, is losing 10, 12%, 15%, and you're going, what's going on? It's just profit taking. Nothing wrong with the company, nothing wrong with the CEO. But remember this, the stock market cannot continue to only run up. Listen, I'm telling you this because I care. These other guys, not everybody, but a lot of guys are not telling you this. I want you to protect your gains. Protect your gains, okay? The market cannot just continue to run one way. So when they're taking their profits, I want you to limit your stop loss. Now, here's the deal. You have to go each stock. I wouldn't just do one size fit all. Each stock, look at it, right? So if I'm up 100% on the stock, then I'm not going to set a stop loss at 5%. I'm going to set it at 15%, just in case it dips and comes back. I'm going to set it at 20%, right? But then there's stock that you only up 5%, or you only up 10%, then I would set that at 5%. Why would you lose all your gains? Why would you let the stock go below what you purchased it at, right? So it's better that it sells it and you have your gains, and then guess what? If it dips, then you buy back in on the dips, all right? I know it's scary, but this is chess, right? This is not checkers, this is chess. And so that's how I do it. Now, this is the time of the year to start thinking about that, good people. It could just run straight through and continue to go up. No one has a crystal ball. I'm not that good. But I want you guys to protect your gains, because if there's a big dip, somebody's going to say, hey, I told you so. But let's not get lazy. Let's not just, let's take care of the business, right? The number one thing in the music business that a lot of artists have a hard time with is taking care of the business. They just want to just perform, and then they broke. It's called the music business, right? They take care of the music and not the business. So listen, you have built your business. Your business is your portfolio. Protect it. And so think about this. For those of you that don't know what a trailing stop loss is, right? Let's say this is your trailing stop loss, right? Let's say you set this at 10% or 20% or a dollar amount. You could say, I bought this stock at $10. I want to set this trailing, and I'm up another $10. So you're up 100%, but I want to set this at $15, right? And so, you could set a dollar amount, or you could set a percentage. So what happens is this will trail your stock. Let's say this is your stock, and your stock is just vacillating up and down, right? And so what happens is this trailing stop loss, if you set it at 5%, it's going to follow it 5%, 5%, 5%. But if it comes down more than 5%, it's going to trigger that stock stop loss and sell your stock. And you go, oh my God, but it sold all of my stock. Yeah. Yeah, but it's sold with your profits in there, right? If you set it to where you still have 10% profit, 20% profit, 50, 100% profit. I got stock that I'm up 300%. So what is it going to kill me to set a stop loss at 30%? Because if it does sell, it just locked in my gains, right? And now I come and like, oh my goodness, my stock sold, but look at all of this cash I got. It protects you, good people. So that's what I want to say. Last thing I want to leave you guys with is this. Listen, let me tell you something. And this is going to be deep. I don't want you to just go, I disagree. I just want you to think about this, right? As clearly you can see, I'm Italian. All right, I'm African American, right? My wife is white. I'm African American. My two beautiful daughters are black. And I'll tell you this. I love all people, all races. And I will tell you this. The next big thing behind racism will be classism. And I'm just telling you guys the truth. It's going to be classism. Because even during this downward economy, or, when all of the jobs lost, like 40 million jobs, there's still more millionaires being made. In 2008, in a recession, there were more millionaires made. So what's happening is that 1%, check it out. The 1% that owns 50% of America's wealth is getting richer, right? So what's happening is the middle class is shrinking. Eventually, whether it be 50 years, 100 years, eventually, whether it be 20 years, eventually, there's going to be rich, there's going to be poor. And that's classism. And the rich is going to go to just look at the poor like, oh, you filthy people, get away from me, right? And so I'm telling you guys this right now because we have to position ourselves. I keep saying this script, this good writing from this good book. And it says the wealth of the wicked is being laid up for the just. But we got to position ourselves, people. And I will tell you this. I don't care what religion you are. All of us are going to be judged on how we treat each other. That's it. Other than your beliefs, what's the work to be done is how we treat each other. You can't love your God unless you love me. You can't love your God unless you love your brother and your sister. All of us are going to be judged on how we treat each other, right? And so I'm trying to help you guys out. And what I love is over 27 countries. I love it. I love it that we're so diverse. I love it. I love it. I wish I had a room big enough for all of us to fit in and I like to meet some of you guys and all of that. But I'm telling you guys, check out what I'm saying with the stop loss because it's only going to protect your investments. Now, some of your stop losses, you can afford to do 30%. And so, yeah, what's the likelihood of that happening? No, if you're up 60%, if you're up 90, 100%, you can afford to do 30% on the stop loss. All it's doing is protecting your money. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. And we'll see you on the next video. I didn't have a hot stock, but some of the stuff that I tell you, it's more precious than stock. It's because it's protecting the work that you've done. All right. Don't forget to leave me a comment on what stock have you invested in because I suggested it in your gains, All right. Love you guys. I'm not going to leave with the tag, but all I'm going to leave you with today is we're all going to be judged on how we treat each other. Right. I love you guys. Bye.